Hi, I'm Josh Lockey, Training Evangelist here at QuoteWerks. Today we're going to be demonstrating the integration points between QuoteWerks Web and Autotask. This includes areas such as searching and pulling in Autotask contacts, creating and updating Autotask sales opportunities, creating and updating Autotask quotes, attaching additional documentation to the opportunity in Autotask, creating purchase orders in Autotask, and interacting with the Autotask products, services, and labor databases inside of QuoteWerks Web. So let's get started. First, we're going to get started by pulling a contact into our document. I'm going to click on the Sold To, Shipped To tab, and then under the Sold To contact information, click on the magnifying glass. This will bring up the Lookup Autotask contact window. From here, I can search by account name, first name, last name, phone, account ID, or account number. In this example, I'm just going to search for Aspire Technologies. I'll type in Aspire, click Enter on my keyboard or the magnifying glass, and this will return the results that match. To select a contact to pull into QuoteWerks, simply highlight the contact and click on the Sold To button to pull them into Sold To, Ship To pull them into Ship To, Bill To pull them into Bill To, or if you want to pull the same contact into all three fields at once, click the All button, and that contact information will be populated into all three fields at one time. If your contact does not currently exist in Autotask, you can create it directly from QuoteWerks. Simply enter the company name, contact name, address, city, state, phone, and email address, and this gold button will become available and will allow you to create a new record in Autotask. If the record already does exist in Autotask, then you need to go to Autotask and create the new contact from inside of Autotask. Now that we have our contact in our document, let's start adding some items to build our quote in QuoteWerks. We're going to click on the Document Items tab, and we have a couple of section headers already set up for us, and we'll now click on the Products icon to bring up the Product Lookup window. If you're utilizing Autotask for your items, so you have them stored in your labor, product, or services database, we can link directly to those and search and pull in items from those databases. For example, if I select Autotask and in my description I type in Sonic Wall and click Find, that'll show me a list of all items that contain the word Sonic Wall in the description of the item. Additionally, you could hit Show All and that will display all the items that are available in this Autotask product list. For this example, we'll select a few items and add them to our document, and we'll click Add Selected Products to Current Document to add those to our quote. Services, same thing. We can search for anything we'd like and hit Enter, and this will bring up the search results where we can add our services. We'll search for monitoring. We'll select Alert Monitoring and Platinum Monitoring, and we'll add those two services to our document. We're also going to use my demo items database here and just add a couple items to use for later. Once you've selected the items from your Autotask product list or any other list that you have set up in QuoteWerks, you can go back into QuoteWerks and start moving them around in the document. For instance, if I wanted to move my product items under the product section, I can do that, and then my services under my services section, and we'll put our labor and trip light options here under our optional items. Now that we've created our document in QuoteWerks, we can transfer the important sales data over to Autotask. To send this information to Autotask, click on the Save icon, and this will bring you to the Save Quote As window. This window will allow you to change the document name. Here we have the company that we're selling to and today's date. We'll assign a document number, which can be done automatically for you, assign the status of this quote, and also assign a project number if needed. Below that, you'll have the options to integrate with Autotask. So we want to create or update the sales opportunity. We want to create or update the linked document, which will be a copy of the quote and included in the opportunity. We want to create and update an Autotask quote, that way our line item information feeds into Autotask. We also want to create and update account to-dos or account notes if needed. Once you've made your selections, click OK. This will open up the Create New Autotask window, and from here you'll have a couple of options, the first being if you want to create a brand new Autotask opportunity, or if an existing opportunity for this contact already exists, you can click on the drop-down and select that existing opportunity. Just note that if you do this and select this option, QuoteWerks will take ownership of that opportunity and will rewrite it with the information in this current document. For our example, we're going to select Create New Opportunity. The default opportunity name is going to be our document name, so the company that we're selling to, and today's date, as well as the QuoteWerks quote number. If you'd like to customize or change any of this, you absolutely can. We'll also set the owner of the opportunity, the stage of the opportunity, in this case we'll say qualification, status of the opportunity, projected close date, we'll say next week, probability rating, and promotion name if any. We can also add a description. We'll also add that this was a lead from IT Nation 2024. We can now click Save to save our settings and create this new opportunity in Autotask. After the opportunity has been created in Autotask, the Create New Autotask quote window will appear. This will let you name the quote in Autotask. It'll use the same naming convention as your QuoteWerks quote, so the company name and today's date. However, if you'd like to change it, you can. If you'd like to add a description, an effective date, expiration date, and any comments you'd like to make in Autotask before you save it, you can. And then click Save to start the process of sending this line item information over to Autotask. After the Autotask quote has been created, QuoteWerks will then prompt you to create the Autotask account to do. This will let you choose your action type, whether it's an opportunity update, call you need to schedule, note, email, really anything that you've set up in Autotask. You can set that action type here. We can set the start time and date, the contact, and who it's going to be assigned to. Click Save to update it in the Autotask opportunity. You can create multiple to-dos if you choose to do so as well. Now that our opportunity has been created in Autotask, QuoteWerks has a really nice shortcut for getting directly to that opportunity. If you click on the Links tab in QuoteWerks, you'll see you have these auto links available, which will bring you directly to the sold to, shipped to, or billed to contact information in Autotask, the opportunity in Autotask, or the quote in Autotask. So if I click on View Opportunity in Autotask, from here I can review my opportunity and add any notes if needed. I can also review the quote that QuoteWerks created inside of Autotask by clicking on the Autotask quote, and it will load the items that I sent over. Everything looks good. Let's go back into QuoteWerks and go back to our Document Items tab. Now if anything on the document changes and we need to update the opportunity in Autotask, we can easily do this. For instance, if a customer decides they need 2 of these items instead of just 1, and then we resave the opportunity, this will prompt us to update the existing opportunity that QuoteWerks is already attached to. We can make any adjustments. Maybe if you're moving to stage 4 at this point, you can make that change. And we'll click on Save to update the opportunity in Autotask. Additionally, you'll be prompted to update the existing Autotask quote, so if we wanted to make any adjustments, we could do that and hit Save. If you need to update an Autotask account to do, we can do that as well. Hit Save, and now our opportunity is in sync, and will remain in sync with our quote in QuoteWerks. So anytime you make changes to a document in QuoteWerks, all you have to do is hit Save, and it will automatically update the opportunity in Autotask as well. Now that our document has been updated, we want to go ahead and send this to the customer so they can sign off on it. We're going to click on the Deliver icon, select our layout or output of the document, and upload this to QuoteValet so the customer can sign off on it, and we'll choose our QuoteValet layout as well. We'll click Upload, and then we can email that out to the customer. For today, we'll just click on Preview Web Page on QuoteValet. And then if we scroll down, the customer can accept their document, they can sign off on it, and click to accept. And now that the quote's been accepted by the customer, QuoteWerks will want to convert this quote to an order. So right now it's a quote document. When we convert the quote to an order, this will prompt us to update the opportunity as 1 in Autotask. If we click on our QuoteValet tab, this will prompt us to convert the quote to an order, and converting the quote to an order will give us a chance to update our Autotask opportunity as 1. So we'll click OK, and if any changes have been made to the document, it will now update that opportunity with the most up-to-date information from QuoteWerks. On the opportunity window, you'll see that our status is set to close, and we can adjust our stage. Maybe we want to say we're waiting on the contract. Probability has been updated to 100%, projected close date has been updated to the day that the document was converted to closed, and then we can hit Save to update it in Autotask. We'll also be prompted to close an existing Autotask quote to 1. Here we can update any of the fields as needed and click Save to commit our changes. If any of the information or line items have changed in the QuoteWerks document, we'll also update the Autotask quote. That's a typical example for creating a new quote in QuoteWerks, creating an opportunity, and then having the customer sign off on it and updating the opportunity as 1 in Autotask. In addition to searching for contacts, pulling the contact information into the document, creating and updating Autotask opportunities, QuoteWerks also has the ability to send purchase orders to Autotask. You can do this by clicking on the purchasing icon. This will open up the purchasing window and you can sort by vendor. So for instance, if we sort by Autotask products, we can select our items that we want to create a PO for. Once you've selected your items, click Create PO, enter in the PO number, and then at the bottom you'll see we have a checkbox to export to Autotask. You want to make sure this box is checked. When we click OK, this will create the PO in QuoteWerks. It will also then export that PO to Autotask. You'll first be prompted to select the vendor that you want to create this PO for. In this case, we'll say Autotask, click OK, we'll select the inventory location, and you'll get a confirmation that the Autotask PO was created along with the PO number. If we want to view this PO in Autotask, we simply go into Autotask and we'll go to our purchase orders, and we can see our PO that we created and the information that we sent over. One of the really great features about the purchasing integration is as these items are received in QuoteWerks, so if we go to the Purchase Orders tab, choose Today, and select our Autotask Products purchase order, as we mark these items as received in QuoteWerks and input our serial numbers here and click OK, this will additionally update the Autotask PO that these items were received. So if we go back into Autotask, open up the purchase order, and refresh it, we'll see that these items have been received, and you can repeat that step as necessary. For more information on the Autotask integration, or if you have any further questions, please visit the QuoteWerks help file or contact our sales department with additional questions. Our team can be reached at 407-248-1481.